Tyler Falava, what's up fam? God is good. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to dive straight into our series on how to lose weight in Samoa, and I'm going to share with you my why. So stay tuned. Losing weight has been one of my biggest failures over the last 8 years. Yep, 8 years. I went from this in 2016 to this in 2023. Now, I'll be honest, I've tried losing weight so many times. I've tried dieting, I've tried working out, and still failed because of so many excuses. And it boils down to these 2 points: lack of discipline in my dieting and no time to exercise due to my busy schedule. So why now? This year I lost a really good friend, and it took his death to kind of knock some sense into my head about getting my health in order. Earlier this year, my wife convinced me, or I finally listened, to go see the doctor. So off to the doctors I went. I got my blood test done, results came back, and everything was okay, all except one: uric acid levels, and I was worried. Thankfully, the doctor said that it wasn't at an alarming high. However, it was still high enough for me to start on medication, as well as a controlled nutrition diet to help bring the uric acid levels down by the time of my next blood test. At the start of this year, I started experiencing pain in my left heel, and it gradually intensified. It was a throbbing kind of pain and was most noticeable when I'm climbing or coming down a flight of stairs. I had a gut feeling of what it might have been, but I was in denial. Because the pain that was felt was in my heel and not my big toe. This entire time, I've associated gout with the big toe, so as long as my big toe was sicky, I was sicky. I couldn't be so further away from the truth. I remember walking into the clinic with so much confidence, telling the doctor that the pain was in my heel and not my toe. But the doctor said, some people feel it on their big toe, others feel it in their heels, others on joints, ankles, knees, and so on. In my head, I was like, oh no. Oh no! Remember my friend that I mentioned earlier? It was quite evident in the Molimaus that he was going through some health complications. There was a drastic change in his body weight and size. Rest in peace, Uso. Gone way too soon. His sudden passing away was a sudden realization for me that I urgently need to do something about my health. Now, those were the 2 reasons for why now. Now, here are a few things that I wanted to share on this episode to kind of set the tone of why I'm very adamant this time to see this through. So let's talk about my bad eating habits. Like most Pacific Islanders out there, we love our food. I love my food, and I mean I love my food. In fact, one of my favorite quotes from the gym and trainers that run weight loss competitions is, "Food is not the enemy." Yeah, quite taken out of context darling quotes, but here are some of my bad habits when it comes to food. Number 1, everything must be gone, eaten, consumed, and devoured. This is one of the worst ones. I try to finish everything that's on my plate, my wife's plate, my children's plates. Number 2, eating late at night. It doesn't really help that most of my work is done late at night, but yet again, that's just another one of my excuses. I think most of the time, I'm not even hungry. I'm just tired or bored, but I always tell myself that I need a snack to keep me awake. And it's always the opposite because my definition of a snack is crazy. It's so bad. Number 3, leftovers. One time, I was the last one to the dining table, so I had to eat and then clean up. And in my attempt to put away the leftovers in the fridge, I couldn't find a container to store it in. And after a few seconds, not even minutes, I sat back at the table, ate the leftovers, washed the plates, and then put it away. Was it the right thing to do? I don't know, but just another excuse, right? Number 4, the "I'll start on Monday" excuse. Gosh, I'm guilty through and through with this one. I honestly do not remember how many times I've done this excuse, especially on those weekends with so much food.
Food, glorious food. We're anxious to try it.
So, where are we and what are we doing? This morning, I hopped onto the scale and sadly, this is my heaviest recorded weight. 152 kilograms or 333 pounds. In terms of clothing, my shirt or LA size is now 3XL going on to 4XL. And for pants and ifai it's size 48 to 50. So first week, this week, it's a no week. No sugar, no soda, no ice cream, and definitely no fast food. I'll be getting back into intermittent fasting and I'll be doing the 18-6 window from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. I'll be talking more about this one on another video. But I'm really serious about losing weight this time. I can just feel it in my body. I'm especially struggling to complete normal tasks like getting out of bed, standing up, getting up from the floor, tying my shoes, getting in and out of the car, and many other things that I could easily do before. My body weight is also affecting my productivity. I fall asleep at my computer, I'm struggling to do work in the late hours, and so forth. But perhaps the most concerning part is how this physical complication is affecting my spiritual walk. Sometimes there's so much that you want to offer through serving, but you just physically can't. Not to mention laziness and just lack of energy to meditate on His Word and have that communion with God. So I'm determined on making some readjustments to renovate this temple or this church or this mega church, as you can probably see right now. So let me know in the comments if you're also struggling with any of these things that I've mentioned and what you have done to overcome them. But if you share the same why, then I invite you to follow along with my journey or maybe even join along. But I will definitely be doing daily shorts to keep you updated on my routines and also what I'm eating. At the end of every week, we are going to review, see what went good and see what needs to change. But for now, thank you so much for watching. I know I'm just getting started, but if you know that you have a friend or a loved one that you feel needs to take this journey as I am, then do share this video. I'm also looking at getting my wife and kids to join me and have them share their experience as well. But for now, hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so that you can get notifications on when we upload and share content. Let's do this.